Hey there, welcome to another episode of the Average Joe's 1 Acre Homestead. For those of you who don't know, I'm your host with the most, the Average Joe, and this is my 1 Acre Homestead. Haha, nice. So, I'd like to welcome you back to another episode, maybe even another whole new season, considering I haven't made a video here in quite some time. Maybe even a couple of years. I'm not even sure when I posted the last video on here. I pretty much started the channel. I didn't have a ton going on, I would say, and it's like taking me a little bit of time to build up a little bit. Not to say that I didn't have much going on. I did film some content, but old computer crashed, boom, lost videos. Old phone, tried doing some stuff, editors, things like that. Things just weren't kind of working out the way I wanted them to, so I kind of took a little break for a while. And then some things changed over time as well. But yeah, no, I kind of feel like I got a lot more starting to go on now, and we're starting to get a little more into this homesteading lifestyle here. And, reintroduce the channel a little bit, show you guys what I got going on, maybe some future plans here. Maybe talk about a few videos that I got coming up here soon. Oh, boys, here are the geese. Check this out. Perfect timing. Nice. That is one thing about here. They will go by in the morning, and then there'll be more coming by. That's just a small flock. Anyways, back to what we got going on here. Because today we're mostly going to be showing you what we got going on around here. A few things have changed, like I said. We've got some more birds of our own, I should say. The star and casting crew, might as well say, have changed a little bit around here. Mostly due to predators, raccoons, weasel. I lost a few chickens over time, and then I had to kind of revamp, restart, and rethink things. But yeah, no, here we are. Basically been going for a little while now. No issues yet. We've been doing pretty good. So if you want, we'll just start introducing you into the new feathered family here, because we got some different kinds of birds kicking around nowadays too. Nice. Okay, so starting off, basically, not too much has changed in the coop area, except I have reinforced things with hardware cloth compared to just chicken wire, like I started probably seeing maybe in previous videos. I don't know if I talked about that. And then first things first here, you'll notice we don't just have chickens anymore. We got some build friends, that's right. We got some nice runner ducks. Cute. I'm actually really fond of these ducks here. They're really fun. A little bit messier than chickens, but you know what? I find maybe even just a little bit funner as well. So we got one little Drake going on here. We call him Darkwing. Hey, Darkwing. Yeah. He's got the cutest little quack. And then we got two lady ducks over there. We got Daisy, and the other one's just Ducky. Quactavius. I didn't know what that duck was for the longest time, so it didn't have a name, and I just kept calling it Quactavius, so maybe that'll just be his name for life. A little hard to tell them apart. They're mostly all white, except Daisy does have a couple of distinguishing little marks. Maybe we'll talk about those a little more down the road, but a few specks on her bill, and she's got a little spot under her wing that separates her. I can tell them apart fairly good because Daisy won't come near me, and well, Ductavius, she's all about me. They come from two different hatches. So actually, Ductavius is about 8 weeks older than her brother and sister. I got them from the same place, but different times. And then these are my two of my new laying hens. These are my barred rock hens. This is Thelma and Louise. Sorry, they're actually leading us here to the rest of the pack away from the quack pack to the new quack crew. All right, like I said, new barred rock hens, Thelma and Louise. I can tell them apart super easy. Thelma's got a couple of little extra feathers kind of sticking out on the back of her tail. And Louise is just a little plumper and darker. So yeah. These two here, though, they're kind of crazy. We'll talk about chickens more in depth about their personalities and stuff in other videos. Right now we're just doing a more of a quick re-intro. And then our fine feathered friend here. So we got her at the same time as the barred rocks, but she actually came from a different section, but from the same place, just different section. So this is a Buff Worthington. When we got her, maybe we'll talk about her a little more down the road, what we've had to do with her. But her poor back, she was in a bin with a ton of other birds, and her poor back was just completely bare. Maybe I'll post a picture here so you can see and then we kind of took care of that for her. And then, so yeah, as you can see here, the birds are all kind of outside doing their little free range thing here. I let them free range during the day for a little while. All right, and then over here, this is our, for no particular reason that I got this bird, other than I just really liked the colors. It was in the same bin as the Buff Orpington, but it was really, really tiny. Maybe I'll post a picture there as well. We got kind of close for a little while. Yeah, the silver laced, I always gotta say Pomeranian. Oh, geez, a silver laced Polish. What I now know is going to be a rooster. So right now, cockerel, soon to be rooster. Fun. And then we got a couple more birds hiding in there. They're a little harder to see here. They like to stay hidden. We got a couple little sulky chicks hiding in here. Oh, not chicks anymore. They're about the same age, at least, as all the other birds, but or at least the same age as that one. They were all the same size at one point. So we got a nice gray one here. That's a cockerel. That's going to be a rooster. Yeah. And this one here, black one hiding in here. I'm pretty sure she's going to be a little hen. I just call her Puffball until I know for sure. That gray one, that's just Smokey. Yeah, he's going to be our little, anyways, we'll talk about what I'm doing with the chickens and why I got silkies. But yeah, no, so they're just kind of little extra cutesy pootsy, and maybe for breeding purposes, I might try breeding a couple of batches, see what happens. And we'll see anyways. And then same as the silver laced, I'm going to find a nice little hen to match that little rooster. It's hard to see that he's hiding behind there, but and then maybe see about hatching some of those, because they're really, really nice looking birds. And for anybody that wants birds for more the looks than anything. Okay, so back off onto here. You see we got some more stuff going on here. What do we got going on here? Some mammalians, some mammals. Guys. Hi, cutesy poochies. Hi, bunnies. Hi, bunnies. These are my newly acquired lionhead rabbits. So these are 3 males. Eventually I will be looking for a female for breeding purposes. I've got these for no other reason than they're just too darn cute. And I could, and I wanted to. And like I said, I'm going to find a female and breed at some point. Add a little extra to the homesteading lifestyle here. Make a couple of dollars, hopefully, to help for feed and stuff like that. Yeah, this one here, we got a little white-faced bugger here. This is a little Coco. Yeah, that's Coco. And behind him, the all-white bunny. That's actually going to be one that I really want to breed, because it's actually a defect, but at the same time, it's a cute defect, because white rabbits should have red eyes, and this one here actually has blue eyes. So, yeah, it's just the cutest darn thing. We'll talk more about those maybe down the road as well there. But then this really fluffy bugger here, I believe this is Jack. So looking at them, I believe this is what you would consider to be a double mane, because he's like extra fluffy all over. And these guys here are more just or so around the head and the back, and not so much the body. But anyways, yeah, so these are new arrivals. Pretty soon we'll be talking a little bit more about those. I got another video just on getting set up with these here. But no, so for now, that's what we got going on here this year here. So yeah, no, this year here, like I said, revamped. Started off with some runner ducks, you know, got some new hens, a couple of little cockerels that I wasn't sure were cockerels, but whatever, they kind of grew on me, so maybe they'll stick around. I'm not really a big fan of roosters and the noise they make, but whatever. And then yeah, like I said, we got a new little bunny hatch, a little bunny hutch, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll talk a little bit more about some other stuff we got going on here. Okay, so coming back around down to here, this is my latest, newest project. So as you can see, we're starting to build some extra stuff around here. We're getting some fencing going on here. I'm building the pallet fence of my life here. So yeah, you know, right now I just got some stuff stored in there, but overall, this is not for storage. This is going, well, technically for storage, but that's got another purpose here. Hold on tight. So yeah, what you're looking at here is pretty much the beginnings of a new goat shed. That's right, you heard me. I ain't got no goats yet, but I can plan on getting some goats hopefully next year. So right now we're the fall of 2025, so spring, early summer 26. Yep. So basically, just been collecting pallets. I got the main structure kind of laid out, roof on. I'll get that finished, wrapped up. Right now, I'm working on getting a fenced-in area there, and maybe I'll give you guys a better bird's eye view of the layout here. Just while I'm walking through here, if any of you remember this apple tree here that I butchered a couple years ago, it's still alive. Caught a lot of flack for what I did to this tree. And I guess I might know better. Alright, so I guess there's a good view here. Anyhow, so this whole section of my property here, I don't know if I ever talked about it before, but basically it looks like through the years, the previous owner, he was digging. This used to be probably a whole hill that used to all go down on the grade here, just like it would follow right here. Previous owner dug into the hill, so he's down a good, I don't know, good 12, 13, 15 feet there for sure. Down, and then it just, yeah, so it's basically a big bowl here. I kind of was cleaning it out here. I was going to make a nice little hangout area, with fire pit, stuff like that. But at the same time, it just wasn't that practical either for where I wanted that kind of thing. So like you see here, my coop, the chicken shed area and everything's all down here at the beginning of the bowl. So what I realized I'm going to do here is I just cut the bowl off, boom, straight line, and then fencing it off on top of the hill up there. And we're going to come in and then we're just going to fence in this whole bowl area here. As you can see here, bam, bam, boom. And that should give me, geez, that's got to be chunk of my property. It's almost a good half acre almost. So for 2 or 3 goats, grazing area, I think I'll have more than enough room there. Plus I plan on getting some other things too, so not just goats. Maybe I'll mention that here in a second. But yeah, so that's the plan here. I've been slowly working on this area. So what you see here is all the big brush piles. So you'll see in other videos here a lot of the work that I've been doing. So this here, I cleaned this whole hill out really good. And all back here over time, this is all grown right in. This is where I do most of my burning. This is I believe my last pile I'm going to be burning here, because I do have some future use for this area here. I plan on getting maybe a small backhoe in here, getting this dug out so I can dig out a pond area for the ducks to hang out. And then get some stream going, because I do have a lot of water runoff here from the spring through most of the summer. This year is really dry, so it's kind of dried out right now, but normally this is all of a wet, kind of swampy area. I believe like a little bit of a natural spring in the hill. Like I said, it's dry right now, but usually it's not. And it's been exceptionally dry summer. So yeah, no, that's the plan here on the property. Just basically get this all done for this year before the winter, get the fencing up for the most part, get ready for next year for goats, because that's going to be my first venture. And then let's go talk about other things. Yeah, like I said, on the homestead, we've done a lot of cleaning up, especially here in this back side of the property. This was all really grown in really badly here, so I've just slowly been doing more and more work and everything. And yeah, so like got myself a nice cleaned out area. Like this was all just so grown in so badly. I think I might have had like just barely a lawnmower width where you see these posts. And then that's another part of the project that we've been working on, putting in these posts to get the pet property fenced off here, because we are going to be adding other things to the property over time. I want to be able to keep them in. But yeah, no, I'm going to have some trees kind of coming back here, some different kinds of trees and stuff like that. But my big beautiful apple tree, got a load of wicked apples off it this year. I'll do a really good video on this apple tree next year, because we had cut like a lot out of this tree, and I caught a lot of flack, people saying, oh, you must hate trees, and you're gonna kill that tree. And I was like, man, I have got wicked hauls of apples since I cut this tree down. Really good apples. And Granny Smith, they say we are the fall time, so everything's starting to change colors and die off here, so nothing too impressive in the gardening area to show you. We'll start more in the food forest videos and stuff like that, maybe again next spring when everything starts coming back and I start adding some new stuff. I had tried doing some videos this spring, but yeah, I lost some stuff, and I just kind of found it uninteresting at the same time. So we'll figure that all out. Yeah, I gotta finish collecting some pallets and getting this fencing done. It's kind of just standing there, just kind of give me an idea how much I need, and then after that I'm gonna go around and tighten everything up really good and close everything off better. But for now, it's coming along. It's closed in from the front, and she goes up. I'd say I got a little over halfway done. Yeah, so like I said, lots of stuff going on here. We already got the ducks, we got the chickens, we got some bunnies. First thing in the spring, I'm already going to be looking for goats. And then another thing I'll be adding to the homestead for next year too that I have plans for are kuni kuni pigs. Yeah, so if you don't know what a kuni kuni pig, just go Google that. Cute pig overload if you're into pigs. I love all kinds of animals. I'm having a really fun time here with my animals. I love them all. They all have their own special little places in my homestead here. Might as well say. But yeah, no, I mean, if you enjoy content like this, I mean, go ahead, smash those subscribe and notification buttons. It's going to go a really long way towards helping me build my channel here. For those of you that are returning viewers, you know, thanks again for pre-subscribing and watching my videos. I do got some more stuff coming out in the future here. You know, not a ton of stuff going just yet, but I do got some stuff coming. Yeah, Ducky. Yeah, you tell him, Ducky. Yeah, you tell him. You say you come back and you come back and you subscribe and you push those buttons. Yeah, you tell him, Ducky. Yeah, you tell him. You say you come. Yeah, you come back and see what we're up to over here. Because might as well say I might be the average Joe, but I don't have average-sized dreams and ambitions. So, yeah, please go ahead, smash those subscribe and notification buttons. But for now, y'all ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here because I got lots of work to do. So we'll catch you on the quack side.